so hot in Manchester right now, and it has been for about a few weeks now, but this week is especially hot. It's about 32 degrees now outside, and basically Manchester's surrounded by mountains and forests, and probably for the first time in history they're properly on fire, and the whole city smells of smoke, and it has been smelling of smoke for about 3 days now, and it's really bad. Like, you know, people have sore throats, they're coughing, they've got headaches. I've got a headache now as we speak, which is never a good thing. You know, you can't sleep properly. And the reason they can't put out the fire for about 4 days now is because they've never dealt with it. You know, firefighters don't have the training. They don't have, you know, helicopters or anything like that to actually put out the fire. So it's actually it's funny, but at the same time it's a bit, you know, scary that these tractors and they just go on by foot and try to put it out, which just doesn't work. So I wonder how long is this still gonna last. But yeah, you can tell that Manchester's not ready for this hot weather at all. I can't believe it's Thursday already. This week is there's so many things I need to do, and I feel like I won't be able to do it all, but I'll try my best. One thing that I think is important is goal setting on a daily basis. So I'm just gonna try and get this camera off. So yeah, so one thing that I feel like is really important on a daily basis is goal setting. That makes you understand what makes a successful day for you. Because a lot of times a day passes and you know you've been busy, you know you've been doing a lot of things, but that didn't really convert into scratching that itch every single day of, oh, did I work enough? And did I achieve enough? So in order to do that, I make lists of what I need to do in a day, in a week, and in a month. I use Trello for that. So I'm just gonna show you real quick how it looks. So I've got different boards on my Trello. So this is my personal one. So as you can see, I've got. Let me just focus that. So as you see, we've got today, this week, and this month, and then, you know, the things that I've done as well. And this is just completely my personal one. I've got one that's, you know, purely for developers. I've got one that's for everything, my company, and I've got, you know, just different boards for different purposes. But my personal one is one of the most important ones for me because that's where I truly try to tick every single thing off and make sure that every single day is actually a successful day on my terms. Now I'm using Trello. Sophie, our social media manager, she loves Wunderlist. So, you know, there's no one that's, I know, maybe better than the other. It's whatever you prefer. But sort of the idea behind it stays the same. So if I were to recommend anything in terms of feeling productive and feeling happy with the day, is goal setting. So in my last episode, I talked about how I am looking for an office space and we don't have the money for it. And I felt a bit, and actually people told me like I'm a bit delusional, offering our services, you know, in return for an office space. And, you know, quite a few people just said that, you know, nobody's going to do that. And to be fair, like I got a lot of people decline me, like 99% declined that I contacted. But at the end of the, you know, 2 weeks, I've got now 2 options for 2 offices. And now I've got a problem that I don't know which one to choose. So it's you know, tables turned a bit. By the way, this is my life now. It's always with me every single evening. when I work, I have this guy with me. He doesn't leave my site, which is nice. It's nice to have company while working. But yeah, back to my point is, if you put in the work, if you put in all the efforts, all your thoughts in it, you can do freaking anything. Like for 2 weeks straight, every single day, I put in effort to actually find that office space. And, you know, I'm gonna have 2 viewings tomorrow, and we're gonna make a decision, and we're gonna have an office pretty soon. I hope, fingers crossed, obviously. One thing I don't do, or just try not to do, is celebrate too early. But still, this proved the point that, you know, putting in the effort always works. And even if it's not what you envision, even if it's not perfect, you will still get something out of it. So we're off to view this first office that is going to be sort of in return of our services. The one I was told is going to be a delusional thing to do. It's actually in a nice area. Has some nice views in here and everything, but we just talked with Andy about the fact that the transport is not that great. So it will be a bit of a walk for us, but if the office is worth it, it's worth it, and you know, we'll deal with it, won't we?
You won't thinking that in the winter?
No, I won't be thinking that in the winter, but do you know what? I just want an office. I'll deal with it. We can change an office in 3 months or something. But yeah, really excited to see what it's like. It's an office / studio, so it could be really beneficial for us, especially from the media side. And the landlord is actually the creative director of the studio. Seems like a really nice bloke as well. So yeah, we'll see what it is. They're quite like old buildings as well, open brick and everything, which I actually do prefer. So yeah, should be all right. We've got some nice trash along the way. Always good. This does look a bit dodgy. You've got a prison just there. Got some, how's it called, barbed wire? Yeah. Just on the fences here, which is always nice. Hello. Hello. You got some nice people driving by. That is nice. One thing that I don't want to do is judge beforehand, and it feels like we are judging beforehand. I'm not saying we don't have a reason, but we are judging a bit, so let's see the office first. Although the trip to it is iffy, I give you that. Studio 303.
But it's in this bit?
Huh? It should be somewhere in this bit.
That's called Cambridge Industrial Estate.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Did you just say it was Studio 303?
That's how they're called. Whether it's actually 303 is a different question. No. Tomcat, HL Trading. No, it's definitely not this, is it? Could it be on the other side?
Maybe.
Right, you are here.
What street are we meant to be on?
Cambridge, which is everywhere basically.
Studio 303, yeah.
Where is it? You see it?
Right, yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're not doing it.
Studio 303.
It's not happening. If we take this office, I'm leaving the company.
Do you not like this office?
No.
Yeah, I'll probably turn this off now because it might be a bit weird if I'm just walking around with the camera, so I'll see you later. Right, so we just finished viewing the office, and basically just like I thought, it's a lot better than, at least inside, it's a lot better than it looks from the outside, and basically the journey towards it.
Jonas took us the wrong way, is what he's saying.
Google took us the wrong way. Like, What are your thoughts, Andy?
He's a really cool guy. Hopefully there's a lot of room to work together there. Obviously the office isn't perfect, but you could maybe make that work for 4 months to get that relationship. But first of all, we need to see how long it takes us to get back to the office now. Because
Yeah, so we're gonna go on and try. I'm gonna try and go to the station the right way. And if it takes us longer than what? Let's say 15 minutes?
yeah,
Then we'll really have to think about it, because now is well and nice, it's like 30 degrees outside, sunny and all nice, but if it's in, knowing Manchester in the winter, raining every single day and being about 5 degrees, that's not really a good trip.
it's going to make it quite sad.
Yeah, but at the same time, the opportunities with him as a person and with them as a company is ridiculous.
He had some
And
interesting things to say, didn't he?
yeah, he did, and I really do like him, and like he wouldn't have come to a place where he has without having the right mentality, and I think he does. And I'm a person that tries to listen to his gut feeling a lot, and my gut feeling says we need to make this happen. It's kind of a similar feeling to what I had with our current basketball client. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. Whatever happens, whether we take that office or not, I think it was really sort of a good takeaway and really worth looking for the office, just because I discovered this relationship. Yeah, so yeah, really excited, and really looking forward to where this takes us. So I've had to think about it, about the office that we viewed today. We viewed 2 offices. I've showed you only one, and the one that I did show that wasn't that impressive in the beginning is the one I'm gonna go for. I've just got the contract now, and I'm gonna sign it. I'm gonna pay the deposit and everything, and we're gonna be moving in next week. Everything happened so fast. I started looking 2 weeks ago, not knowing whether it's even possible, and here I am now thinking about where to get a table and a sofa from to put in that office. Probably have to go on Gumtree or something, get some free stuff. But it's a new beginning. I definitely feel like it's a new beginning. It's a tough step, but a step we have to take. That office is gonna be a step backwards in terms of what it provides and the quality of it in comparison to where we are at the moment. But for the first time, we'll be completely our own entity, and we'll be creating our own world, really, our own journey even more. And I'm really excited about it. There's a bit of pressure on that, but I like it. It gives me the drive to do more. So I've been on a bit of a roller coaster in the past few days. That is because one of our biggest clients basically wanted to drop out and not use us anymore, which at this particular stage would be very hard to deal with. So when I got a message saying they don't want to go and use us anymore, obviously my first initial reaction was shock, because I wasn't expecting that. Second was, just what do I do now? It's quite hard to go through those sometimes, but those type of moments really test you, and I'm quite happy with how I dealt with it, even though it made me sick to my stomach for a bit. But that lasted for like 10 minutes, and then it was literally, okay, what do I do to still make this happen? So today I've had a really good chat with one of the people in charge, and we still we cleared things out. We still have a really good chance of working with them. So I am happy about that, but not too happy, because I won't be until we actually secure that client. but that is very important to me. And so that was a good reality check that I should never be expecting anything. Never assume, never expect until it's on the dotted line, until you've actually agreed on something, and until you've actually provided actual proof. Don't expect anything from anybody, because you'll get burned that way very easily, and then dealing with it later on is the hardest thing that you can imagine as a business owner, especially when you're starting out and these type of deals are very significant for you. But the same goes later on when your deals are in the millions as well. So yeah, that's the one big lessons I've learned. One big lesson that I have learned from this, and hopefully I won't get burned too much for it. I'm doing everything I can to actually make it still happen.